I'm Maggie Lukowski with Maggie Moon Tarot, and here are the vibes for the week. On Tuesday, Venus moves into Pisces. We have that lovely, dreamy quality that Pisces brings to everything around us, in beauty and relationships. And since we're in Aquarius, it can also be daydreaming and those new and inventive ideas that pop into our heads. We just have to distinguish what might be fantasy and what is actually real and doable. And then on Friday, Mercury is in an inferior conjunction to the Sun. That's when Mercury is in retrograde and closer to the Earth than the Sun. And since this Mercury retrograde is in Aquarius, we may have to rethink something that's related to an idea we had, or redo some travel or plans around communication. It can also affect solar flares or geomagnetic activity this week, so backup plans are important. And for the reading this week, we will encounter the enchanted world and wisdom of the Fae. And I'm using the Mystic Faerie Tarot by Barbara Moore and the artwork by Linda Ravenscroft. And they will take us down, the Fae will take us down their path to their garden and share their magic and transform our world this week. So let's start with a fairy greeting that comes with the cards. Fairies clever, fairies bright, from garden, wood, and pond. Guide my thoughts, guide my sight. Please help me find the answers on a path that's true and right. So let's begin. And for the beginning of the week, I pulled the Three of Pentacles. And this magical fairy is tending to her garden, growing food, and making room for beautiful flowers. Just the ones to attract the butterflies, like the one we see in this card, the butterfly. And just like this fairy, we have moved past the twos in the suit, where we might have felt a bit overwhelmed with all that there was to be done. But now we feel more confident that our work will produce good results, and that we have all the skills that we need and help. And just as the bees pollinate the flowers and ladybugs help with pests in the gardens, we have those helpers too that we can call upon this week. So finding ways to use nature as an ally in our work, and most importantly, finding the joy and beauty in all that we do, never losing that feeling of wonder and magic. I love to use essential oils and flower essences to enhance and boost my energy. And this one's called Divine Flame, and it's made of lilac or common hedge. And it's from La Vie de la Rose's Ascension collection. And it helps with our spiritual growth in our everyday life and activities, knowing that we're one with the divine. And it can also help us during a time or crisis when we need healing. And in the Celtic culture, it has been said that lilacs are magical and they can carry humans into the elemental and fairy gardens and worlds. And then midweek, I pulled the Five of Cups. Five are the midpoint in the suit of cups. So we can also find a challenge here. And since we're dealing with cups, it's all about feelings and emotions. And in this card, this lovely water nymph is crying, missing her elf friend that she met in the garden. They had a difference of opinion maybe. They both might have said some things which were hurtful. Something may happen that she wanted to share with him now, but he's not here. She's now wishing that they might have worked harder on their relationship or friendship and not been so sensitive. So midweek, we might feel ourselves a bit oversensitive. And in our relationships, and we might have to figure out, is this something we're meant to let go of, or is it something when given a bit of time will heal and the relationship can survive? So during this time, we don't want to isolate ourselves. We want to reach out to people that we trust. We can reach out to a professional. And then there are our unseen guides, the fairies, the elementals, angels, and the divine. That can give us messages. But most of all, trust our own intuition. And at the end of the week, the Three of Cups came out. And here we see three water nymphs on their adventure. They heard about the magical Celandine, a flower, and its promise of true love. It was a place between water and land where this Celandine grew out of a water lily, and a tiny chalice formed from the flower, and it produced a bubble-like pearl. A handsome wood elf would come, and they would eat the seed, and then they would be united in love. But it also foretold of hardship. They would have to nurture their relationship and work on it. And our message from this card is love is exciting, it's beautiful. However long it lasts, a week, a lifetime, there are treasured memories. We will encounter times when we need that strength to get through the harder times in any kind of relationship, and wonder, what were we thinking when we started out here? It reminds us of that Venus-Pisces meetup this week and that dreamy feeling. But just keep our eyes open to the reality of the situation so we're able to evaluate things. Are they real or a bit of a lovely fantasy? All relationships take work and dedication, and we just have to be sure if we're receiving the same back in return. And as we bid farewell to the fairies, we can thank them for their time with us. And the farewell goes, fairies clever, fairies bright, from garden, wood, and pond. You shed your glorious light. Many thanks for helping me find a path that's true and right. And that, my friends, are the vibes for the week. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to click on the like and subscribe button. I have included a transcript in the video in the About section, along with a link to the Mystic Faerie Tarot, a link to Linda Ravenscroft's art, La Vie de la Rose flower essences, and a link to my website, MaggieMoonTarot.com, in case you'd like to contact me or schedule a reading. So, until we meet again next week, laugh often, love much, create your own happiness, believe in miracles, be kind, support each other, and namaste.